Hey everyone, welcome to the third tutorial, which is going to show you how to prepare the app for testing. Now what that includes is registering the app ID in the iOS Development Center and getting the app name in iTunes Connect. And we're also going to show you how to do 2 provisioning profiles so that you can test the app. So here we go. Let's go back into the iOS Development Center, and as usual we're going to Certificates, Identifiers, and Profiles, and then this time in the Identifiers section. Here we're going to register your app ID, so click in the top right corner, the plus sign. Then we're going to enter an app name, and this doesn't need to be a full app name, just an app name that you'll recognize when you're going through this area. So I'm going to enter in Bingo for free, and then if you go down, we're going to go into this explicit app ID, bundle ID section, and this is where you're going to enter in the bundle ID, which is usually in the format of com.yourname or your business name.appname. So I'm going to enter in com.leerankkonen.bingo. And then if we go down again, this is where you enter in which app services this app will have. So Game Center and in-app purchases are already selected, and that's all we need. So let's just go ahead and hit continue. And then make sure everything looks good on this page, and then click submit. You'll see this registration complete page, and you can hit done. Next we're going to create the 2 provisioning profiles that we need to develop and test the app and then distribute the app to the App Store. So let's go ahead and under provisioning profiles click on all, and then click on the plus sign in the upper right corner. The first one we're going to do is for development, so click on the iOS app development button and then click continue. Now if you only have one app ID, it should show up automatically here in this box. If you have multiple ones, make sure you pick the right one and then click continue. Then we're going to choose the certificate that we created earlier, then click continue, and then you need to choose which devices you want to be able to test on. So I'm going to select my iPad and iPhone and click continue. Last we're going to name this profile, and usually I like to name it the name of the app and then dash the type. This is type development, so I'm going to name it Bingo for Free -development, and then click generate. Once that's done, click on download, and then go to your downloads folder, should be at the bottom right, and then double click on the file to install that. Now we're going to go down and we're going to click on add another. This time we're going to do it for distribution to the App Store, so click on that one. Click continue, and then again we're going to select the app ID. Click continue, and now we're going to choose the distribution certificate and click continue, and then I'm going to name this one Bingo for Free -distribution. Then we're going to click generate again, and same thing, let's download that, open up your downloads, and double click to install. Alright, now we're going to go into your iTunes Connect account. That's itunesconnect.apple.com, log in, and then go to Manage Your Apps in the top right. Click on Add New App, which is going to be in the top left, and then we're going to enter in the app name here. This is going to be the full app name, whatever you want to appear in the App Store, so get it right, although you do have a chance to change it later. Then for the SKU number, it could really be anything you want. Generally people put the name of the app and then the year or something like that. It's never shown or used by you in the App Store, so just put in whatever. And then select your bundle ID in the list below. You'll see a note here that the bundle ID can't be changed after this, so make sure you got the right one and then click continue. Now you can set the availability date for when you want the app to appear in the App Store. And you can also choose if you want it to be free or paid. If you select tier 1, that'd be 99 cents in US dollars. Tier 2 would be $1.99 and so on. So I'm going to select free. And then you can choose if you want to give a discount for educational institutions or if this is a custom business-to-business app, which it isn't. And you can also select if you want this app to appear in only specific territories. I want this to go out everywhere, so I'm just going to leave it. So fill that out and then hit continue. Now we're going to start entering some real information here. We're going to put in the version number. Usually I like to put in 1.0 for the first one. And then for the copyright, most people put the year and then the name or business name. So I put in 2014 Lee Rankkonen, and then we're going to choose the categories. So this is going to be games, and then with games you get 2 subcategories. So I'm going to choose casino, and let's go with strategy this time. And then there's a secondary category. I'm going to choose entertainment. And now we need to rate this app. Most of this is going to be none, like for violence. Crude humor is none. No suggestive themes or horror or medical. Now, simulated gambling, there is frequent and intense simulated gambling. Bingo is a gambling style game, so I'm going to hit frequent intense for that. And the rest is none. Now this section is pretty new. We are going to click yes for gambling and contests. They don't do a great job explaining this, but there is gambling in this app, so I'm going to hit yes for that. But there's not unrestricted web access, so we're going to hit no for that. Now, I don't think we can do made for kids for this because it does have gambling in it, so don't hit that. And then here you're going to enter in the description, keywords, your support URL, and optional marketing URL and privacy policy URLs. So go ahead and fill that out. Now if you don't have this information already done or ready to go at this point, it's okay to just write in here description and then keywords below, and you can fill it in later. And for the support URL, you do need to have one, but it can really be any kind of website. It could be your Facebook, or it could be your Twitter account, or anything like that. Just put something in there, some sort of website that somehow links back to you. And then if you go down, enter in your contact information. You're going to need your first name, last name, email address, and phone number. And we don't need anything in the review notes and demo account information, so you can keep going. And now in uploads, we do need to put in a large app icon, a 3.5-inch Retina display screenshot, and at least one 4-inch Retina display screenshot also. You might not have these graphics ready, but you do need to put something in. So if you don't have the graphics ready, just create like a blank file of a large app icon, which would be 1024 by 1024. You can see that by clicking on the question mark here. You'll get the size information, so just create like a blank 1024 by 1024 pixel file and then upload it, and then you can change the app icon later. Same for screenshots. If you don't have it ready, just create like a blank picture file and then upload it here. So I just put in a fake large app icon, and then I added one screenshot for 3.5-inch and one for 4-inch, so I can pass through here. Normally you'd put in probably 5 each for 3.5, 4-inch, and iPad screenshots, but you can do that later if you want. So then hit save. And there we go. We're going to be in this area for most of the process when we're not in Xcode, because this is where we're going to change a bunch of stuff. We're going to work with Game Center here, in-app purchases here. So you'll really start to familiarize yourself with this area. But that's it for now, so I'll see you in the next tutorial.